For years, Gorilla Tag was the absolute king of VR. It didn't matter if you hated the toxic lobbies or loved the locomotion. You couldn't deny its power. It shattered MetaQuest records and birthed an entire generation of VR creators.
Okay, ready?
Wait,
Monkeys,
let's
3,
go.
2,
Yes,
1, let's go.
By the way, hey guys, it's me, K9, but I'm upset. What is this? The computer's over here. Why? Well, I know I haven't played Gorilla Tag in like 3 years, but still.
But if you've logged on lately, things feel different. The player base is fractured. The excitement is fading. So let's be real. VR isn't dying, but Gorilla Tag might be, because players are packing up their cosmetics and moving to games that are doing what another Axiom refuses to do. Listen to the players. The monkey locomotion mechanic is arguably the greatest thing to ever happen to VR. But for a long time, most games just felt like a cheap asset flip. Well, not anymore. Let's take a look at Yeep's Hide and Seek. It took the exact same arm-swinging movement style and blended it with a Minecraft or Garry's Mod style sandbox. You aren't just running from a lava monkey, you're using grappling hooks, building traps, firing missiles, and creating custom worlds with your friends. The mechanical quality, the physics, the sheer amount of things to do makes the standard Gorilla Tag experience look like an outdated tech demo. And then you have Animal Company. This game took the viral gameplay loop of Lethal Company and smashed it together with the Gorilla Tag locomotion, creating an absolute juggernaut. This game is polished and actually fun to play for hours and hours without getting bored of the same 3 routes over and over and over again. But the biggest reason people are switching isn't just because of the better graphics or cool gadgets. It's because of how the dev team treats their players. Take Wonder VR for example. This game gets better and better and takes more community feedback with every single update that comes out. For a long time, the Gorilla Tag community has been asking for a major shake-up to the game. But instead, another Axiom just gives us boring maps every few months. And also, they shake up the shop with some expensive cosmetics that make it extremely hard for the free-to-play players to afford. The core gameplay remains completely untouched, and toxic moderation pushes casual players even farther away from this game. Compare that with Yeeps though, where the developers are constantly pushing out brand new updates to further support their community's ideas. The game has different sections featuring people's creations. I mean, how much better than that can it get? You can also customize your items however you want, and they even allow the community to make music for their game. I'm sure the track will probably be playing in the background right now. When a development team supports their players' creativity and doesn't gate everything behind a paywall, the players notice. And right now, the charts show that because of that, they are closer than ever to being dethroned. If players aren't leaving for massive sandbox games, they're definitely drifting towards a completely different corner of the VR space. Niche and smaller horror games. Now, originally, Gorilla Tag horror games were just bad copies with a spooky skin. But recently, indie developers have realized that they can take this high-speed movement system and use it to create terrifying, genuinely unique horror experiences. These smaller games are thriving because they aren't afraid to take risks. They introduce entirely new mechanics like sanity meters, dynamic lighting, complex puzzles, and terrifying AI monsters that will hunt you down.
That was close.
So, is Gorilla Tag going to vanish tomorrow? Probably not. It's still a massive household name for anyone getting a Quest for their first time. However, its monopoly is officially over. The niche market has officially caught up and is now dethroning Gorilla Tag as the king of VR games. They got creative, they started listening to the fans, and they treat the community right. But hey, let me know, have you made the switch to other games, or are you still gonna stick with the OG Monkey?